Hi everyone, I'm Sundari9. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. Palom and Porom are now level 17. Cecil's level 24. As for magic, that's right. Palom now knows the Aura spells, or the 2 spells. Blizzara, Fira, Thundara, Fyra, Fira, however you want to pronounce it. Very useful. Make sure he knows these. Yes, they cost 15 MP. At level 17, he can cast a 2 spell or an Aura spell 10 times. He also knows Break, turn target to stone. It's okay. It doesn't work that often. It doesn't work when you need it to, which would be during really tough fights. Stick with the with Blizzara, Fira, and Thundara. Stick with these. They'll be very useful. As for Porom, I believe she learned Raise at the end of last episode. She now knows Protect, very useful. Cura, and Silence. Make sure she has Cura before you move on. Those are kind of the spells you want to look out for. I believe that they kind of got them around 15, and I got a couple more levels just for good measure. This will all help out. Also, in between episodes, I bought some gear. I bought the Lustrous Helm, a set of Gaia gear, just in case, Lustrous Shield, and Knight's Armor. I didn't have enough of the gauntlets, which would complete the Lustrous set. They cost 3,000, and I decided it's time to move on. But you can get the money for those as well. With all of that, we're now going to head to Mount Ordeals. Mount Ordeals is here in the south. Oops, wrong button. Sorry. Darn it. There we go. Sorry, not in the south. You'll want to follow this path. It's that mountain range on the right that you might have been able to see. Thanks to levels, the Flame Rod does quite a bit of damage now. And like I said, you'll want to stick with the Flame Rod. For this part anyway. Goodbye. The tiny mages aren't that difficult. Probably the least difficult fight you'll have. And even their spells don't do a lot of damage. You'll want to head up here, which is where I was trying to get to. Hello? Now we need to... I hate being turned to stone. Stone is a really bad status effect. And there's Beak. No effect. Great. That makes things more simple. And again, the zoo does a lot of damage, but is susceptible to the insta-death. Which, again, he just doesn't want to show off. In older versions, just one hit from the... Oh, what is this blade called? Deathbringer. It's called Deathbringer in this version. Anyway, the sword you get from the king that has a chance to insta-kill, the zoo would die in one hit. Yeah, he was really susceptible to it. Seems to have more of a resistance to it here, but still not enough. Palom's level increases. Hooray. And Porom's level increases. Porom knows Shell. Shell reduces magic damage you take. If you've played any Final Fantasy game, I need to quit hitting that button. If you played any Final Fantasy game, you know Shell. For those of you that don't know, again, it's just like Protect, except it boosts your magic defense, so you'll take less damage from magic spells. So there's that. That'll also be useful. And just one more hit. There we go. Another thing, you'll want to make sure you have some tents. You'll be... I'm so sorry. I just keep thinking that's map for some reason. This is Mount Ordeals. If you had a hard time getting here, then I suggest, like, if the fights took a lot out of you, I suggest you level up then, because they really shouldn't. But we'll save, and we'll head on in. Well, the whole lot of people have died on this mountain. We can see that. Greeted by bones right at the beginning. Great. Sleep. Please stop casting sleep. Oh, great. Oh, goodness. At Mount Ordeals, you're going to fight a lot of undead. That's the thing. Now, some of it is not weak to fire. We see that. However, in that case, you can either have Cecil hit it, but remember, they're resistant to Cecil's Dark Blade as well. Or, you can have Porm cast a healing spell. That'll get rid of them right quick. You can also just cast Blizzard. If you just want to get through with it. Now, although they are resistant to Cecil's Dark Blade, that doesn't mean that they can't be damaged by it. They just won't take as much damage. At this point, Cecil should still do enough damage to kill them. Hey, look! I believe this is your area of expertise, Paulum. As if you needed to tell me that. Blizzard! Oh, it was called Ice. I remember that. And that, my friends, is how it's done. That reminds me that these spells were called something different in the previous iterations. Don't know if I've gone over this before. If I have, I apologize. I'll make it really quick. Blizzard was Ice. So I remember, because I remember Paulum saying Ice, and I got rid of it. And Thunder was Lit, which was short for lightning. Thwack. Paulum! How many times has our elder said you mustn't be so arrogant? Well then, let's continue onward. Yeah, Porm, put him in his place! Meanwhile, and before I go into the whole meanwhile thing, it used to not say thwack either, it was pow! And if I remember, it had like an exclamation mark, so you could just tell, she like used, you know, full force smacking, you know, bonking him on the head. Which was cool. I always enjoyed that. Meanwhile, well, it really changed the name of that. What did it used to be? Was it Golem? No. Maybe it wasn't. It had a completely different name than this in the old iterations. Anyway. Scarmillion? I honestly don't know. I apologize. Ever at your service, my lord. This Cecil. I fear we can ignore him no longer. Let us clip his wings before he flies beyond our reach. The young man is a dark knight. His blade will be all but useless against your legion of the undead, at least for now. He ascends Mount Ordeals even as we speak. He means to become a paladin? Yes, and I mean to see that he does not. The manner of his passing I leave to you. Worry not. It shall be as you wish. Then go, my lord. Things have grown interesting, haven't they, Cain? Yes, my lord. But you had best not underestimate Cecil's strength. I understand your respect for him. He was once your friend. And that is precisely why I sent Scarmelion instead of you. He is one of my 4 elemental archfiends. Such a match should provide more than ample entertainment. Would you not agree, Rosa? I should be the one to slay him, as you so skillfully did before. No, your place is here, guarding her. Yes, my lord. Cecil, be careful. Elemental Archfiend, huh? Sounds really dangerous. Potion. Well, we'll see just how the trio does. Another potion. Anything over here? Nope. But we'll get it for map completion. Now, as he said, there's going to be a lot of undead. He's sending the undead legions after the Dark Knight. And again, he's right. Cecil doesn't do as much damage to these. Counter. Hey, see? Couldn't even kill that one. Counter. Well, I really like that counterattack. That's cool. However, we know Cecil is not alone. He has these 2 young mages with him to provide support. With them, these fights shouldn't be too bad. This way. Mount Ordeals entrance map complete. Yay, 5 antidotes. Oh, did I remember to buy antidotes? There are a few of the enemies up here that like to poison, if I remember correctly. Maybe not. I may be thinking of a different place. Regardless, be careful. With Cecil's insane strength and using fire spells, and you can also use cure spells as well. Again, these fights shouldn't be too challenging. Remember to use items. That's the biggest thing. Well, your weapons as items. That'll save you a lot of... I shouldn't cast the fire rod though. Whoops. It'll save you a lot of MP, which you can use for bigger spells if you get into some big fights, which can happen in this area. You can get into bigger fights than we've seen so far. Fights of... Well, we have seen. Let me take that back. When the Mom Bomb exploded, there were 6 bombs. Remember that? Cecil's level increased. Very good. Good level. Deep into Darkness. I guess that's for Cecil reaching level 25. Cool. Where we had to fight the 6 bombs. You can get that here in this area. Not the 6 bombs, but 6 enemies. You can also get it to where there's 8. I think 8's the most, or at least it used to be. In the cases such as those, you really might want to consider using some MP. Just because they're going to do a lot of damage, they're going to get a lot of turns. A mass cast of Fire 2, or Fira, as it were, will do a ton of damage. Because, if I remember right, the 8 fight was a whole bunch of these, a whole bunch of zombies. Even though they're all technically not zombies. You have Ghoul and Revenant, they look like zombies. The Ghoul is weaker than the Revenant, I think. Basically, they're different strengths. Is what's happening. Different colors have different amounts of HP and amount of damage they do, etc. Some are stronger than others. I believe the Ghouls are weaker than the Revenants. I think the Revenants are strong. Now the thing is, while you're climbing, try not to run away from the fights though. You'll get a lot of EXP and some money, which you could use to buy new gear. Level 19, Palom learns Bio. Bio is a great spell. It used to be called Virus. Porum learned Teleport. Which, if it does what I think it is, used to be called Exit. Yeah, warp out of a cave or dungeon. Used to be called Exit. 20 MP, make sure you have 20 MP. Takes you out. Simple, done. Bio, inflict non-elemental damage and sap status. Sap is different than poison. Things that are resistant to poison aren't necessarily resistant to this special sap status. Also, the fact that it does non-elemental damage makes it a good bet against, well, anything. So if you don't know what an enemy is weak to, or an enemy's not weak to anything, although it costs 5 MP more, Bio is a great spell to use. If you're casting. Okay. Hey, look who it is! Tala! Cecil? So, you came seeking Meteor too? Meteor? You know about Meteor? Then you must be... You're that old sage Tella, aren't you? Palom! Show some respect! It's truly an honor to meet you. We've come here at the request of the Elder of Mysidia. To keep an eye on... Bonk. Pardon me. Yeah, before he says something stupid. Bonk! Again, the white mage, keeping the party in line. As I was just saying, and keeping her brother in line. As I was just saying, we've come to guide Cecil to the top of the mountain. My name is Porum. I'm Palom. You really are that old wizard. You're famous in Mysidia, you know. Never thought I'd meet you in a place like this. Mysidian children. I see. Where have Edward and Radia gone? Our ship was attacked by Leviathan as we sailed for Baron. They were lost to the sea. So they both died. I'm afraid so. And Rosa has fallen into Golbez's hands. That must be his girlfriend. Hush! Were you planning to go after Golbez? Yes, but my magic is no match for a man of his strength. I have been searching for the legendary magic of Meteor. It has long lain sealed away, and I know not where, but I feel a powerful aura radiating from this place. I believe the spell I seek may well rest within this mountain. But that spell is dangerous. If a man of your age were to cast it... I am well aware of my age, and of the dangers. But I would gladly lay aside my own life if it met the end of his. I will defeat Golbez. Grown-ups always have to be so pig-headed. Well, you're certainly not in danger of growing up anytime soon, so why don't you just keep quiet? Why have you come here, Cecil? To become a paladin. A dark sword cannot slay Golbez, and I've no love of the loathsome thing as it is. I'll be glad to be rid of it. Who's Golbez? You really don't know anything, do you? He's the one manipulating Baron. Yes, the root of all this foul madness. A paladin, you say? Seems my hunch was not mistaken. There's more to this mountain than appearances betray. Why don't we continue on together? Alright, and now we have the sage back in our party. Tella came here too. This peak must hold some secret. What could possibly break the seal on Meteor? What can Golbez do against the powers of Meteor and a Paladin? I guess even the world's greatest sage can't overcome old age. That's true. Few things you'll want to do. 1. Oh, he already comes with Gaia gear. Great. Nope, wasted that. Although I'm glad I bought this feathered cap, which I, forgot to say I bought. There's that. And while the ice rod does give him +1 intellect, it really doesn't do well here. Another fire rod would have been good. Oh well. Ice rod, I'd rather him just have the rod and use magic missiles. Which will do that. Recall white black magic items. Where is it? Party. Make sure that he's in the back row. So, you'll have Cecil in the front row, and then the 3 mages in the back row. That way they take less damage. And there we go. Level 17, I believe he may leave the party the same level that he was. I don't remember what level he was, honestly. He still has his typical spells. He has Osmos, the same things he had before. Except now he knows teleport. I don't think he knew teleport before. Having another person just make things even easier. Mage arrows. Now you're not going to be one-shotting things with mage arrows like we did when Tella first joined the party. However, it's just nice to have another damage dealer. Again, using items to your advantage will make things easier. Using weapons as items will make things easier. So don't expect Tella to have really any new tricks. He still has recall to try to remember a spell, and his white and black magic arsenal. And mage arrows. There we go. Trail map complete. 3 high potions. That'll come in handy. Oh, well, I completely messed that up. Now we don't know where exactly we are. Great. Still just says Mount Ordeals. We're in some track. There's a place up there to walk. Up here's a treasure chest. Inside you'll find an ether, which may help you if you're casting a lot. Here we go. So it's zombie, ghoul, and then revenant. I believe that's the order of how tough the enemies are. The zombies we've seen before, so they're not gonna last long. Flame rod, close. I don't think they have that much more HP than that, so we'll just cut you down. And the next blow should kill, since Cecil counterattacked it already. Bah, you got another hit. That's fine. There we go. Again, not overly difficult. Let's move on here. Something I've not really... I've talked about it a few times, but the game just continues to show. I really like the Mount Ordeals track, I guess you could say. Oh, well, you're dead. You're dead. Oh, Cecil fell asleep. Oh. That's not great. They're gonna heal the flame rod. Mage arrows. That should still kill. These guys don't have a lot of HP. There we go. Rod, and that'll do it. Now, I know I've not shown Twincast off yet. Don't worry, you will see it. I love Twincast. It's a Polym and Porum special thing that they can do. Anything over there? No. Alright, let's fight again. Still easy. You're dead. You heal and so you can get through these fights even if you didn't level up as many times. But again, if this is difficult for your party, I highly suggest getting some more levels before you head into Mount Ordeals, because as you can see, you'll be getting into several fights. Don't ugh. No, I didn't want to run. No need to run. Battle's over. Oh, Tella levels up. That's good. And didn't lose any stats. Even better. There. This looks familiar. Alright. Almost there. Ether. Not the most eventful episode, I know. But this is the first area that's kinda sorta large. And there are a few places. Plus we had the whole talking with tell-all thing, so that took some time from the episode as well. And I mention all this because I'm looking at the time and seeing we're running out of episode. So close. I really don't think you'll have that much more HP. Hit. Staff. And that'll do it. Heal, so everybody gets a little bit of HP back. Well, the only person that needs it is the Sage. And Flame Rod. There we go. Yeah, I opened it. Good. I'm glad the map shows that. Crossing map complete. And we get an Ether. Mount Ordeals Summit. So we're here. Polym, stop making noises. I didn't make any noises. And that's your first clue. Hey. Guess who's going to show up? Be prepared. Now, speaking of being prepared, if you head over here, there's a save point where you can rest, use a tent, whatever you need to. So there's that. I highly recommend you save, because you should be able to guess what's coming up. So save, and if you've been using some MP on the way here, which is possible. Don't worry, there is a place for you to regain your MP and HP here. Be prepared, save, and then head further up the mountain. But I'm going to end this episode here after we kill this last zombie ghoul thing. So gonna end the episode here, and next time we're already at the summit, so we'll head further in. Save here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. Sorry it wasn't the most action-packed episode. It still has some really good moments between the brother and sister, the old sage, everybody talking, and going over some of the fights. So I still hope you had a lot of fun. I know I did. But it's even more fun when you have fun as the viewer. Next time, we'll head further into Mount Ordeals. Thank you very much for watching. Again, hope you enjoyed and had a lot of fun. I'm Cindery9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.